Thank you, Don and Anastasia. All right, we're headed down the back stretch. You can see the finish line. Ready to go. So, 2020 expectations. Yeah, so, there's no such thing as a free lunch, right? So, great job in 2019, no question about it. You've seen the numbers. Here they are. Volume was up 93% to 2345, an easy enough number to remember. 2345, great, remember it. All right, you ready? Forget it. Simple as that. Accounts sold, 30,000. That's throughout the course of the year. As we talked about, we're probably between 19 and 20, 90-day buying, sign of our health. Pods, 190,000 pods, 6.3 per account, and then you can see the velocity. So I'm going to show 2020 goals, but I'm going to build this house from the foundation on up. We're not going to worry about the roof. The roof line will take care of itself. As long as we do the foundation, the walls, the windows, and all the interior work, that'll all take care of itself. Pods, 8.53 pods per store across the United States on average, a 34% increase. You have seen the innovation, and as that's rolling, you have seen where we're at now. You have learned that we have opportunities for distribution on Citrus Rush. We have massive opportunities for distribution on our vodka sodas. We know where that's at. So that's where we need to go and get those. So we have got to, without a doubt, increase our pods per account. So what does that look like? That's 305,000 pods across the United States. Let's assume that all of that is just one facing. And by the way, I'm not even sure how many of the 4-packs, which are double, are in there. But that's, just assume that's 305,000 facings of Monaco across the United States. Let's take a second and think about that number, because I want to equate it to something that we're looking at over here, which I think is pretty exciting. If there are 5,280 feet in a mile, which I know there is, because those nuns beat the crap out of me until I learned that, that translates to 63,630 inches. 63630. If you divide that number by our can, which is 2.25 inches. Whoops. God damn it. What the? Here we are. That is this number. This number. How many miles of facings of Monaco do you think that number is? I won't embarrass anybody because I wouldn't have known what to guess either. 11 miles of Monaco facings across the United States. That beach, I went on today and looked at that beach. That beach, Fort Lauderdale Beach, is 7 miles. Do we have any runners in the room? Somebody? There you go. Running 7 miles is pretty good feat, right? It's a little bit longer than a 10K. Now, add 50% to that. Now you're running about 11 miles. That's a nice amount to run. Think of the Fort Lauderdale Beach from the tip to the end, 7 miles, and then come halfway back. That's how the cans of Monaco would go up and down.
That's what was on your mind as you went for your run this morning.
Exactly. Exactly. And I ran almost 1,100 feet. Not all at once. The nuns did not correct my spelling. Mother of God. Account sold 90 days, our heartbeat. Boom, 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 boom. Got to happen. Got to happen. The high point will probably be Q3 2020. We'll be right around 29,000 accounts, 90 days sold, working our way up to 35,000 accounts that have bought Monaco throughout the course of the year. I ran some math in the back. It just gets so convoluted. But we have about 25 people that are going to be out impacting stores every day. If they impact 10 stores every day, That's 250 stores a day. If you times that by 4.5, because you've got some other time that you may be holding meetings or doing some stuff, and then you build from there, we're basically talking about once a quarter, if we do our job and we add 2 more facings, I'm just talking about facings now. I'm just assuming that 305, that pod is 1 facing. No, that's not true. I've been in some of the big volume accounts in Chicago, and they've got, 40, 50 facings? So, we know that that's not necessarily true. We will gain 1 mile of Monaco distribution facings a quarter. That will get us from the 7 miles of the Fort Lauderdale beach and then back almost halfway again. So we're gonna kind of really start looking at and trying to figure out how we can metric the Monaco mile. Because I've got to tell you, it's the old slogan, you put 1 in, it's dead, right? You put 3 in, you've got a facing, and then you expand, and before you know it, you have this beautiful billboard of the brand. And the thing that you never have to worry about is how fabulous the packaging is, and when they try it, how fabulous the product is. So we just got a winner. So think about that. So we're going to, again, here's our foundation. You know what's going to happen? At the last slide I'm going to get right. At the end of the day, I'll finally figure this thing out. So our foundation is 8.53, a 34% increase in the amount of pods per account. 305. As we increase facings and get a better billboard, bigger share of shelf, and again, let's talk about it. What is our share of shelf versus our share of sales? Don't let the ankle biters come in and take your business. We grow the accounts 90 days to just about 29,000, 35,000 across the tip of the year. And then I'm going to use a line that was used last year when we presented in Chicago. And you do all the metrics, we're at about 3.9, maybe a little bit more. And Rocky Ward stood up and he looked at Brian and I and he said, "You're going to stand here and ask us to do 967,000 cases? That's nuts. We're going to do 1 million."
Right.
And they did 1,010,000. Yeah. So I want to be fair and transparent because this is our business and this is how we get paid. But I'd be thrilled at 3.9. But I'm hoping there's nobody in the room next year that doesn't say, "Wow, we did 3,992. Why didn't we do 4 million?" So in our mind, the Monaco mile is going to take us to the Monaco 4 million case number. And that's what we're going to strive to do next year. And again, I said it yesterday and I got some grins and I loved it. Success by the yard is hard. By the inch is a cinch. A facing, a can of Monaco, 2.25 inches. 5.3 cans in a foot. And every time you expand that foot, you're increasing your sales. Your foundation is rock solid. It's built of bedrock. It's not built on the sand like some other brands are. Then we put the walls around it with the other pieces. And then the roof, it's going to be the most beautiful roof in the history of any brand in America. It's going to be 4 million cases. So that's where we're going. And here's how we're going to do it. We're going to have healthy 90-day accounts buying. We do the same cadence. Q3 will be our big quarter, 28.5. So getting ourselves on a 90-day basis. Land grab this year. You heard about it before. But how do we rush to market? How do we get to accounts? That was next generation growth 3. So we're on to 4. 90-day healthy buying accounts. Hell, I love it. Don and the gang came up with that about 20 months or so ago, and it's just so true. It gives us the true picture of the health and the velocity of our brand. So in closing, what do we do? What have we done today? What have we done the last couple of days? What have we done over the year? We built relationships. We've established a lot of trust and exchanged ideas. We've worked ruthlessly on this to be successful, knowing that our outcome would be positive and victorious. You've done that. This group has done this. I don't think Greg Mahal sold a case. You guys have done this. We've embraced the target. Nobody ever complained. These are big. One person, Barth Adams. Seriously. I looked at him at one point, I said, you're the freaking president. You're one of the owners. Stop telling everybody my goals are too hard. We're challenging people. We're not going to allow the pressure to exceed the pleasure. Push back on that. We want you people to want to do this job and to enjoy it. And we know it's a real job, but it's also got to be fun while you do it. Get out of the box. The only reason I put that up there is for one word, 2 words. Bah. Did it? Almost the next to last slide. Look, I think you heard Don say it, and I'll tell you, if you want to lose a company and you want to lose it fast, if you want to be Boeing and put unsafe airlines out there, when the most important thing that anybody wants in an airplane is safety, and they knew about it, and they tried to hide it, and they were complacent about it, because they became one of America's top companies, and the big fat cats were bringing in. Guy got $60 million to walk away. They didn't give him he didn't get any. Oh, that was his severance. They denied him his bonuses. What? Deny complacency. When you see that in your stores, when you see it in your market, just push back. We know the importance of tell me what you think. You just saw it for the last half hour. Don't tell us what you heard. Tell us what you think. Because what you think is what's going to make us better. We talked about this. Every day counts. Every call counts. Every facing counts. So, trick is, see it with your first time eyes. Feel it with your first time passion. 10 years ago, every other word out of my mouth was passion. And we kind of just overdid it. You heard some of it today, but boy, if you don't have the passion, then it's just not going to work. Don and I like to use a statement once in a while, like sometimes you fake it till you make it. That's usually about your knowledge base. You can't fake your passion, baby. You've either got it or you don't. And when people say to me, why did you hire X? And if I started with one person, I'd have to go through every name in here. And a lot of times I say, he or she, they get it. Now, that's vague. I know that. But, I know what that is. I know if they get it or not. And I know if they get it, if you can read it in their face, you can see it in their eyes, and you can get it in their voice. I want to win. And people who are trying to beat me, I want to kill. Because I want to win. And I don't want to win. At my stage, it's not so much about getting more materialistic things. I want to win because that's my nature. Just as simple as that. My kids laugh at me. Like, we'll be downstairs playing pinball, and I'm ready to pick the machine up and throw it through the wall. It's my machine. It's my house, and I came in second. They're like, Dad, what the hell are you doing? It's a pinball game. Now, some of that's probably not healthy, but we want to win. Some of it. A little piece. And by the way, that wasn't supposed to be laughed at. Do simple better. I had lunch with Rich Melman, who people may know, Let Us Entertain You years ago. And I said to him, one piece of advice. He said, don't do anything 100% better. Do 100 things 1% better. I went back, I wrote it down, and I try to do that as often as possible. Do simple better. What did I talk about yesterday? We're in a simple business. It's hard work. You talk about it, and nothing's easy. Nothing comes easy. I mean, I love to hear the stories from Todd where he made this presentation. The guy says, all right, take the shelf. But he did the hard work behind it. He's got the equity. There's people out there every day asking to do that. And when you win and you beat the competition, you take away their will. And when you take away their will, they give up. And now it's like me going into a fist fight with you, not him.
Hey.
Okay, maybe I should pick on somebody younger, smaller. You take away their will. They don't want to compete anymore. I can't go up against Joe Frazier, Muhammad Ali, that they don't want to fight Monaco. There are people right now, as Brian said, that are sitting in the room saying, how do we beat Monaco? I love that. So take away their will. Step on their throats. And thank you. Your efforts, your passion, open hearts and minds. We forged relationships here. We'll never go away. I did this for 40 years. And I was done. And these guys called me back, and I'll never forget saying to Barth, this is the greatest second act somebody could ask for. I've never said this to a group of my peers before. I tried to count the other day. I probably have made about 100,000 sales presentations, and I probably have made 5,000 to 6,000 presentations like this. I've never said this before. You inspire me. I want to be 29 and know what I know. I want to be younger. I want to be part of this group. I want to live and exist and grow with you because I don't want to compete against you. I don't want to compete against you. I don't want to compete against Monaco. You folks inspire me. I've run an organization. I had 7,000 people at one point reporting to me. I've had big groups. I've had small groups. I look at this group and I look at what the management team, the ownership team has allowed me to build. And it's just like, it's been the greatest opportunity I've had in 45 years. And again, I started when I was 3. But they did it by allowing us to hire absolutely the best in class. And hopefully our jobs as manager is to remove the barriers and let you be successful. So I'm not going anywhere. I'm not ever leaving this group. I don't want to make it sound like that. I just want you to know that of all of the things in my work world, this is the most proud accomplishment that I have. And I owe that to you folks. So thank you very much. Okay? All right, so I'm going to start a quick slide. Go ahead. It takes about 15 seconds to load. And then I'm going to go downstairs and get our special guest. I'll ask one of the founders to get up and do a couple closing remarks. And I'll be up here with the special guest, and we'll be done in 10 minutes. Thank you again. All set? Go ahead. All right. Hello, Team Monaco. I am Elton Monaco. You may have recognized my cousin from last year, Monty. Well, Monty was booked today. Literally booked. He's in jail. I talked to you about a deadbeat. I asked Don, I said, Don, what should I talk about? He said, Elton, you can talk to the group about the sales contest. I said, that'd be fabulous. What's the sales contest? Well, it starts February, and if you win, you get to go to another contest in March. If you don't, you don't. That didn't go as good as I thought it did. It went better when I was talking about it in prison. All right, well, let's try this one. I see Ella's back here. When Jim interviewed Ella for a job in accounting, he turned to her and I said, if I give you this column to add and this column to add, can you do that? She looked around the room, she closed the door, and she said, not only can I do that, tell me what you want the number to be.
Oh my God.
Come on, I can see you. I know you're alive and breathing. This is my A material. Holy cow. So, I was in sales, so I know it's hard. Yeah. Sold Velcro. Just couldn't make it stick. Then I was in door-to-door. Like, come on, I gotta be PG. If I was using my regular stick, and you were up for laughing, I'd be in court. Yeah, then I had a job selling door-to-door. Hey, don't knock it. And then I can't even see. What is this one? Oh, yeah. Jim Hagney is so busy that when a computer guy came to him and said, if I sell you this computer, I can cut your work in half. He said, give me 2. There we go. It's a little better. All right. Well, let's see. If I had my glasses, it'd be a little easier. Oh, yeah. No, we're not going to go into financials. Yeah. I think I've done enough of this, huh? So as I said, last year, the topic of conversation, I'm going to let you hold on to that for a minute. Topic of conversation, oh, by the way, I don't know if you've seen. Okay. Thank you.
There you go.
If Elvis was alive right now, he'd be jealous. So we're going to have a little fun because I'm a singer-songwriter. I just came from a 130-city tour, of which I performed almost 3 times in front of the average group of 11. Though recently I did sell almost 10,000 albums. And after the show, I've got about 9,900 of them in my car. Picking up a little bit. I'm digging it. So we're going to try a little karaoke, and I'm going to go first. And I'll tell you one thing that I know I'm good at, and I know one thing I'm bad at, singing. So we'll do this first one kind of, I'll start it off, and if you want to jump in. And then the second song, we'll call some people up, okay? Does this sound like fun? Are you enjoying this? Because last year everybody talked about the weather, how bad it was, and Monty, how bad he was. So I'm hoping this year, the weather, how good it is, and Elton, maybe Elton will be invited back. Elton would like that. Elton's now talking in the third person. Jimmy like. All right. So I brought my crack technical staff. We're booting this up. It's not as easy as it looks, but I've written a song instead of Rocket Man. It's called Monaco. Rocket Man, Monaco. Get it? Get it? You sell Monaco in case. Hello? Again, I can hear you breathing. All right. Oh, good. Let's go back to expectations. I can cry again. All right. Are we ready?
Yes.
So work with me here. You ready? We packed our bags for Lauderdale. Meeting start 8 a.m. This is a tough one. You ready? And we're gonna be psyched for success by then. Boom. That's why I don't get much of an audience. I like this one. I've learned so much. I know my stuff. And then here we go, right? Because we know it's exciting out in stores. And I make it fun, fun, fun. Fun, 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 fun. Okay, big finale. I need everybody to sing with me. You ready? Where's the thing? Here we go. And I know I'm gonna sell lots of Monaco. The product is great and it sells so fast. More accounts and more pods to last. Oh yes, yes, yes. Who are we? Wow, that was a little weak. Let's try it again. Setting new sales records every day. I'm going to have to hear a little bit more out of this next verse. Are we ready? Do I? Oh, there. And I know it's going to be a great, great year. Yeah. Is this the right verse? Growing pods and growing new accounts. And in the bright for greater success. It looked a lot better in rehearsal. All right, but here we go. We all know these. I know it's going to be a great, great year. See, I was just teasing you. Growing pods and growing new accounts. Woo. It's hotter than shit in this cave. And the brand is poised for greater success. All right, now I know we can all sing this. I want the people in the hallway to hear us. So you ready? Here we go. This town brings me around. I'm not the man I think you ever know. Oh, yes, yes, yes. What are we? What are we? Setting new sales records every day. All right, let's give ourselves a nice round of applause. Okay, so I think you probably have heard my cousin Elton sing the song Benny and the Jets. Well, I rewrote that with his permission. Monaco's the best. All right, so I'm going to need a couple volunteers to come up here and kind of look almost as foolish as I do. And by the way, in the rules of life, one of the things I've learned about is don't ever be afraid to make a fool of yourself, because in the long run it works out. And I don't think this is having fun. You're up. Get up here. Get up here. This young lady, Tyler, Tapper, Tommy, this young lady, Taylor, got my cousin, Greg, up on stage in Las Vegas and humiliate him, so we're going to do a little bit of that. East, who wants to volunteer from the East? Somebody. Don't make me volunteer, somebody. PJ, get up here. All right, Brian, you want to throw a lamb up here?
I'm sure Brian wants to go up there. Brian wants to.
No. All right, Brian, get up here. Come on. Brian. You might want to get up there before I die of heat exhaustion. All right, and then Don, would you throw somebody in from the marketing group?
Yes. Ivan.
Ivan, get up here. Our 5-year vet. All right, you're going to lead us.
Oh my God.
Are the slides going to be on?
The sides will be on. And we're going to do one more song, and then I've got the best news of all. We're done. Okay, Monaco's the best.
I can't see it.
Okay. See, I like the one where the words were going through. This is what happens when you perform live. That's Tiny Dancer, by the way. I was trying to get done with this quick. All right, here we go. Well, I thought we wanted music on in the background. All right, can we start it again? Yep. All right, here we go. We're going to have our words on, not these. Boom, boom, boom. Come on, everybody. Boom, 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 boom. Hey, kids, you got it all together. The sales team hit me. We'll celebrate success tonight, so stick around. Hey, what are we going to do? We're going to do electric music. Thank you, John Cosmos. Hey, Berthon and Jimmy, have you seen them yet? Ooh, and they're so psyched up. That's putrid. Oh, we're wonderful. Monaco, you're clearly best. You're really hot. You put it cold, and poof, it's sold. You know, Monaco's the best. Okay, we done? We're done. We're done. All right, here, just like at a real concert. Oh, nobody even caught him. The ultimate sign of disrespect. I got to get this cape off before I collapse. You get this? So, tonight at dinner, yeah. Ooh, tonight at dinner.
Your mic.
Oh. Tonight at dinner, we're going to be announcing, thank you, the second annual award winner for Best Most Valuable Camper, Best Camper. This looks like you, Matt. We'll be handing out the coveted cape. Yes, which we'll expect you to wear next year's meeting. And we might also want you to wear it in the market a little bit. You can ask Katie. She's had some fabulous success with that. Yeah. So the meeting's over. The hard part's over. The fun part's over. The enjoyable socializing is about to start. I think all the comments that could be made were made. I'm really good with that. And so 5:40 where we were yesterday. And go out and enjoy yourself. If the beach is too bad, there's a pool. Do whatever you want. You got a couple of hours, 5:40.
Wait, one more thing. Greg, fabulous meeting.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, it's easy with this group, so thank you very much. Thanks for your time. Okay.
That was amazing.
Oh God, it didn't work. It just didn't go. The music didn't work out as well as I would have liked, but.
Awesome, man.
Thanks, buddy.
Thank you.